Here we go. Fabrizio Romano confirms Tottenham's 1st January signing. £15 million deal agreed as Souza prepares to fly to London. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham have their first signing of the winter window wrapped up. Fabrizio Romano has delivered the ultimate transfer signal, here we go, confirming that Souza to Spurs is done, with an agreement now fully in place between Tottenham and Santos for the Brazilian left-back. After days of negotiations, Spurs have finally landed their man. A fee of £15 million has been agreed with Santos, bringing an end to a pursuit that Tottenham refused to abandon. The North London club made it clear from the outset that Souza was a priority target, and they have now forced the breakthrough they were working towards behind the scenes. According to Romano, the deal is complete at club level, payment terms have been accepted, and all parties are aligned. Souza is scheduled to travel to London on Sunday, where he will undergo his medical at Hotspur Way before putting pen to paper and being unveiled as Tottenham's newest signing. Personal terms were agreed well in advance, meaning there are no remaining obstacles, only formalities. This is a move Spurs believe could prove decisive in the medium and long term. Souza, just 19 years old, is viewed internally as one of the most exciting defensive prospects to emerge from Brazil. His reputation has exploded rapidly, with several respected journalists in Brazil boldly branding him the next Marcelo, a comparison that speaks volumes about the expectations surrounding his development. What sets Souza apart is not just his age, but the complete profile he brings. Technically assured, physically powerful, and fearless going forward, he offers the modern, fullback package Tottenham crave. He is comfortable in possession, aggressive in duels, and confident when driving into attacking areas, traits that fit perfectly with the intensity and pace of Premier League football. Spurs see this as both an immediate reinforcement and a long-term investment. Souza is expected to provide crucial depth and competition on the left side, easing the workload on Destiny Udogie while offering tactical flexibility. There is also a strong belief inside the club that Souza's ceiling is extremely high. Tottenham's recruitment staff are convinced that exposure to elite-level football in England, combined with top-level coaching, will accelerate his rise. The physical demands of the Premier League are seen not as a risk, but as a platform for his rapid evolution. With documents set to be exchanged and medical checks imminent, all that remains is the official announcement. Reports from Brazil revealed Spurs have lodged a surprise bid to sign Lucas Paquetá from West Ham. According to Brazilian outlet Torcida Flamengo, Tottenham have already placed an offer on the table worth £26 million for the 28-year-old attacking midfielder, a move that has sent shockwaves through the capital given the fierce rivalry between the two clubs. With West Ham's season spiralling towards disaster and relegation now a very real threat, Paquetá's future at the London Stadium is hanging by a thread. West Ham are enduring a campaign to forget, stuck in a relegation battle that has exposed deep flaws across the squad. In that context, Paquetá's situation has become increasingly uncertain. Once viewed as the creative heartbeat of the side, the Brazilian has struggled to lift a team that looks fractured, low on confidence and short on leadership. Sources suggest his time in East London could be coming to an abrupt end. Tottenham's interest is no coincidence. Spurs are actively scanning the market for proven Premier League quality, players with flair, personality and the ability to decide matches in tight moments. Paquetá ticks every box. Technically gifted, aggressive in possession, and capable of producing moments of magic, he remains one of the league's most naturally talented midfielders, despite West Ham's collapse around him. Paquetá still has 18 months remaining on his West Ham contract, running until the summer of 2027, which gives the Hammers leverage, but only if they can avoid the financial consequences of relegation. Should West Ham drop into the Championship, a major fire sale would be unavoidable, and Paquetá would be one of the first names sacrificed to fund a full-scale rebuild. From West Ham's perspective, cashing in could be unavoidable. Selling Paquetá would generate vital funds to reshape a squad that has failed spectacularly this season. The dilemma is obvious: lose the one player capable of producing genuine X-factor, or cling on and risk financial ruin. With supporters demanding effort, structure and commitment, many may accept his departure as a necessary evil. For Tottenham, this is a bold and provocative move, a direct raid on a struggling rival, a proven international target, and a deal that could reshape the balance of power in London. If Spurs push harder, this saga could escalate rapidly. Tottenham are quietly circling one of West Ham's most important players as uncertainty continues to grow around the Hammers' future in the Premier League. Reports from Spain claim Spurs are closely monitoring Jarrod Bowen's situation, with the North London club now described as front-runners among the sides keeping a close eye on the England international. With West Ham currently stuck in the relegation zone, alarm bells are ringing and rival clubs are watching every development. Bowen has been one of the few consistent performers in a West Ham side, enduring a deeply worrying campaign. At 29, he remains the heartbeat of the attack, carrying responsibility week after week as the club fight to avoid the drop. But with the Hammers sitting 18th and drifting further away from safety, the possibility of relegation is no longer theoretical. Sources indicate Tottenham see Bowen as a ready-made Premier League solution, proven, experienced, relentless and capable of delivering goals in big moments. Spurs have tracked Bowen across multiple transfer windows, and his profile continues to appeal to their recruitment staff as they plan major attacking upgrades. If West Ham go down, a sale could become unavoidable. Financial pressure, profit and sustainability rules, and the need to rebuild would almost certainly force the club's hand. Bowen, as their most valuable asset, would immediately become one of the most sought-after players on the market. Bowen's representatives are fully aware of Tottenham's long-standing admiration. Interest from Spurs is no secret, and inquiries have already been made in recent windows. However, the situation remains delicately balanced. West Ham's hierarchy, led by co-owner David Sullivan, have reportedly drawn a hard line. Bowen is not for sale mid-season, regardless of offers. That stance is driven by necessity. Bowen is central to West Ham's survival hopes, and losing him now would almost certainly accelerate their slide towards the Championship. For that reason, any move in January is viewed as extremely unlikely. But the bigger picture tells a different story. Should West Ham fail to climb out of trouble, the summer could trigger a brutal reckoning. Clubs like Tottenham are positioning themselves early, gathering intelligence and preparing for a scenario where Bowen becomes available. For Spurs, this is calculated patience rather than reckless pursuit. They know Bowen's value, his durability, his output, and they know timing will be everything. If West Ham stumble, Tottenham will be ready to strike. That wraps up today's update. If you like this video and want to keep up with all the latest Tottenham news, be sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss any updates. Remember to leave a like and share this video with fellow Spurs supporters. Together we can continue growing the Tottenham News Today community. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, come on you Spurs!